Hello YouTube fans, it's your boy Brad here with another video. In one of my previous videos, we was talking about this Andoer CY-100 watt light in the Andoer grid and the reflector that I got in an issue I was having with the shadows of the grid showing up on the backdrop. And I was been playing with this. Let me tell you what I think is going on. And so I'm gonna try an experiment, which is going to be just one way. Once I do it, it's done. I can't go back. But what I think is happening, because inside of the light, I'm gonna pull this off. Because of the light and the design of this cob light, let me kind of zoom in a little bit. It's gonna be off on an angle. I don't want to move it. Because it's square. And here's the thing, it's a square cob light. And I think because it's square, that is out, especially around the edge of the perimeter of the light, is showing a lot of the grid. Let me show you what that looks like here on the wall. If I turn it, you can see the grid lines going across the wall. And I really believe that because the cob light is square. Now I noticed something else as I played with this, and I'm going to flip this over so I can see that. If you watch on the wall, if I turn the grid, I'm going to slide this grid around, and in certain positions, like there, and I'm just turning the grid inside of the diffuser, it changes the grid lines. And there's a certain position where it shows up less, like right there it shows up a lot more. Here's my plan. I'm going to paint this white and see what that helps. One more thing, guys, before I paint that grid. Decide to grab one of my Godox SK300 monolights and turn the modeling light on and shine it on here and see, do we still get those grid lines. The Godox SK300, let me swing it around here, is just a bulb. Can't really see it, but it's not an LED, it's just a bulb. And I'm going to turn the light off to take that out. Swing our camera back around to the background here, and I'm going to move this light around a little bit. And you notice there's really no grid lines. I don't see any grid lines here in the camera. So I'm going to stick with that. It's really because that cob is square. If you buy a one color, single color cob light with a round cob in it, I don't think you're going to get these weird grid lines. But here we have all these weird grid lines. Let's move it up and down real quick. Nope, not there. So we're going to try painting this puppy and see what happens. Okay guys, I've now completely painted the grid white. Shows up blue just because of the white balance of the camera here. Zoom in just a little bit so you can see that it is entirely painted white. And we're going to take another look and see, do we get those grid lines on our background. So let me get everything turned back around here. Okay, we got everything turned back around. Let me go ahead and turn the light on. And as you probably can see, I'm going to move it around. I think there's a slight improvement, but you can still see those grid lines on the edges of the light. Tilt it. You see at the top there, they're still somewhat there, but painting the grid white doesn't really help a whole lot. So the next step is that I'm going to order a snoot and put a snoot on it. I think I'm going to need a snoot in certain situations. So don't think that's going to work with this, but as you saw before is that I think because of the shape, the cob light is square on this particular light, and when I used a regular modeling light from one of my studio strobes and the modeling light is round, it did not have any grid lines on it whatsoever. So I think that's the way that's going to turn out. Hope that helps someone. You guys have a blessed day.